Hey guys, Fireball here, and today I'm going to be showing you the Ultimate Villager Trading Center. Now, it may look a little confusing at first, but it is basically just a little bit more complex villager trading hall. So over here, of course, we have the area where we can choose villagers to come over here. When we step on this pressure plate, this block will come up so that they can't pathfind out there and claim a workstation. And so if we just get a villager right here, that would be the button up here. And then we can of course set its trades and then send it off. Now I don't have any areas selected here in the trading hall. As you can see there, the comparator is not on. So the villager will just be traveling around the trading center looking for somewhere to go until it finally arrives back at the starting place with the other villagers. I have the glowing effect so you can see where the villagers are at all times in the trading hall, so we can see if he lands in any of the cells. But none of them are selected at the moment, so he'll just make his way back to the start eventually. But if we do select a area, like let's select this one. So now that the comparator on, we see the lime green terracotta, or not terracotta, concrete. We can go in here again, and this time when we select a villager, they'll come over here. We can press the button, and they'll end up in a cell right there. Wow, that was actually quick. Anyway, and of course we can press this note block, and if there's a zombie somewhere, then the zombie will come and turn the villager into a zombie villager. Of course, that only works in hard mode, in case any of you didn't know. And I don't actually have the zombie in the hall at the moment, but if I do get a zombie real quick, like so, have this guy drop down, zombie will attack the villager, villager will turn into a zombie villager, and now this is where we would get a golden apple, and using this note block up here, we will use a weakness arrow. Oh wait. So now if we click this note block up here, it'll shoot the zombie with a weakness arrow. I use weakness arrows because weakness arrows can stack up to 64 rather than weakness potions, which are unstackable, and so you can fit more in the dispenser without having to have hoppers or just manually place the weakness whatever's in the dispenser yourself. But you can actually access the dispenser from here if you need to place more arrows in, but all you really need is one stack of arrows. You do want to have a good amount of arrows in there in case there are more people on the server that want to cure up the zombie villagers, since the trades that come from the villagers are based on per player. So if you heal up the zombie villager into a normal villager, you'll get the discounts for the trades, but no one else will, unless they cure up the zombie villager themselves. So I'm just going to tick warp this. Yeah, turn into a villager. Hey, there we go. Alright, so now we can open up the villagers trades, and as you can see, we have respiration 1 for 1 emerald, so that's pretty good. If you want to know how the individual trading cells work, you can look at my other video on it on my channel. It's the last one that I published, but the only thing that I've added was note blocks here instead of buttons. So if we go down here, we can see this is just all you need. It's pretty simple. If you want to kill the villager, of course, you would make it at the zombies level. Zombie will kill it, and then we can kill the villager by simply using a diamond sword. Be careful you don't hit the tripwire that's right here and break that. That's what's detecting whether the villager's in the cell or not. And as you can see, it did detect that the villager died, and now the cell is freed up for any more villagers that come through. Of course, if you don't want the villager to go there, you can just press this note block again. You may notice that we have about 26 trading cells, even though there are about, I believe, 37 enchantments. This is because villagers can have more than one enchantment per, and so if you have less trading cells and rely on villagers that have multiple enchanted books in their UI, then you can save on space and lag that more villagers would cause. Over here we have Ilmango's bulk storage system, but for enchanted books and emeralds, and since enchanted books cannot be sorted, I've edited Ilmango's storage so that you can put the enchanted book for the storage up here. So let's go to Depth Strider, for example. As you can see, this is the storage for the shulker boxes of enchanted books. You can get some from here too. If you just want the enchanted books, you can go here, take the books that you want. If you take out a lot, it'll replace it with a new shulker box, and the old shulker box will that was emptied will go into the storage system over here. And I do just have emeralds here because I was too lazy to put every single enchanted book into the shulker boxes. But anywho, you would have normally enchanted books there. And over here, you'll see the shulker box supply is full, indicated by the light up here. And if it turns off, then we just need to put more shulker boxes in here. As you can see, it is definitely full. And in this hopper over here, if I can manage to click it, yep, there's the shulker box that was broken before when we took the enchanted books out of it. So yeah, that's how that works. And we input the enchanted books. I probably shouldn't have deleted those Depth Strider books so that I can demonstrate. So over here we can input the Depth Strider books. They'll be inputted into the system and eventually into a shulker box where they'll be broken and put into this chest or this dispenser. And so if we actually get enough books, we can fill up the system. And there we go. Alright, there's the enchanted book shulker box. So it's pretty simple, and it even gives a note block ding. I actually completely forgot about that. That was unintended, but it's cool. So, and over here we have redstone lamps, as you can see. This one is on because the Aqua Affinity books are pretty much full over here. There are a bunch of different colors for shulker boxes that you can see here randomly. That's just from testing the system out. But anywho, when the storage is building up in the chest, the comparator output will send a signal, and it'll turn this lamp on to indicate that you have a good amount of shulker boxes of enchanted books in the system. And another thing is that when the system is full of enchanted books, do not put more enchanted books in the system. The shulker boxes will break, but the hoppers won't pick them up because there's too much enchanted books, shulker boxes in the system. Although that's not really a problem, since if you already have a double chest of shulker boxes of enchanted books, just missing out on one or two is fine. And if the system runs out of shulker boxes, all you need to do is put in more shulker boxes, press the note block twice, place this concrete here in front of the cell that needs shulker boxes, replace it with a redstone block for a few seconds, and then replace it with normal concrete again, and the system will work like normal. That's all that these signs tell you about over here. Anywho, that's basically everything about the system. You input shulker box, empty shulker boxes here. You input emeralds in here. The emeralds will go into this system. As you can see, it's completely full. So that lamp up there is on, and this lamp is on, indicating that the dispenser down here is full. And yeah. So you might have noticed that this trading hall is not just a storage system and the enchanted book trading hall. It also includes bulk storage, bulk villager trading, and this is one of the mini halls out of two. Each one supports, I believe, I meant this to be, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, 8 in total of 8 sets of 4 villagers for bulk trading in small quantities, if that makes sense. Like, there are some trades like banners that you can get from villagers if you really want to get a bunch of banners that you don't really need a dedicated bulk storage, but a bulk trading center. So I just made these mini halls for that. You can just trade with the villager, trade with this villager, trade with this villager, trade with this villager, then go back to the start here. Although for trades like golden carrots, I do have a dedicated area for that as well. You may notice that this is circular, and that's for a good reason too. I made it so that there are 12 total 12 total areas where you can trade with villagers in here. That is for two reasons. One, so that whenever you're trading with one, moving to the other as you're trading along, you can just simply continue in the circle. When you finish here, you just go over here to trade again. You don't have to, for example, walk from here to over here and then walk all the way back to the start. Instead, the next villager that you trade with, as you go around in the circle here, the next villager you trade with is just right here. And so that's supposed to save time, so you get more out of the day when you're trading with villagers. Also, one thing that I need to say, that bulk trading is a little bit more difficult. In 1.15, you'll probably need a different system, but for 1.14.4, this works fine. 1.15, it doesn't work as well since villagers trade less in the day, which stinks. I don't like that feature, but I mean, it is there because this is a little OP. You can get so many stuff so fast, but anywho. And also, as you can see, we have the system for making the spot available, and also all this does is shoot the weakness arrow onto the villager, and it does not affect the back area there. It just flickers there for a second, but it's completely fine. There is going to be a world download in the description, and if you want to build this in survival, that's cool too. The entire area is already set up to be mob proofed. As you can see, there are sea lanterns below these trapdoors. There are carpets with sea lanterns under them. Just examples of lighting up the place while trying to keep it looking good as well. So yeah. Also, of course, we have the nether portal in case you have a nether hub that you need to get to this location from. But if you don't want to use a nether hub, that's fine too. There's a dedicated area for entering and exiting over here. You can connect that to whatever. And this is what the entire system looks like on the outside. As you can see, here's the storage for the enchanted books and the emeralds storage, and over here is the main enchanted book trading hall and everything. We can see the line that the villagers from over here travel on. Over here we have 4 more bulk trading areas, and if I just go through here real quick, we do have another 2 down here. So we have 6 total areas for primary bulk trading, like golden carrots, redstone, lapis, stuff like that. Up here we have the access to each of those areas, and down here we can get back to the start. So yeah, that's basically the entire system right there. Another note about this storage system for enchanted books and emeralds is that I do plan on updating and releasing a world download, at least for the storage slices. These right now I'm not very content with. I'd rather have the shulker box higher up rather than having to reach down below, but that's going to be updated in a future video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys next time.